I tried to mix the themes of Jurassic Park and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. together. It didn't work. I got really mixed up. So yeah, this is right away my next video. I just because I'm gonna make as much videos as possible before my dad comes back, so that we can see my grandpa. So yeah, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. My favorite show of all time. Probably, arguably the best Marvel TV show besides Daredevil. So yeah, I wanted to announce that, like I said in one of my previous videos, that when I get when I get a bigger budget for my channel and get an actual camera to record and then transfer that video to my phone so that I can upload it on my channel and so on. I'm gonna make a series about rewriting some stuff about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. if it had lasted for 10 seasons. It's like an Elseworlds what if project that I want to do. Some stuff that I think should have been changed about the show, and just an alternate timeline if the show had lasted for 10 seasons, plus a few changes in between. So yeah, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is one of the best shows of all time, in my opinion, of course. And for a show that lasted 7 seasons, it's pretty impressive how little cliffhangers they did not unsolve, which, as you can tell from the title, were only 4 of them. So I'm gonna talk about them today, and who knows why that happened. I mean, the first one is kind of obvious. If you remember seasons 1 and 2, for the people who watched the show, you remember the character Donnie Gill, aka the Blizzard, who was played by the guy from 13 Reasons Why. And yeah, by in the 3rd episode of season 2, he was shot and then tossed into the water and then got frozen. And it's not clear whether he died or not. I'm willing to bet that he died because, he's played by the guy from 13 Reasons Why, and somehow that show has more seasons than Daredevil, which is a crime in of itself to humanity. So yeah, I can pretty much bet that he's dead. So yeah, that's the first cliffhanger that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. didn't unsolve, which is, I'm willing to bet that he's dead. He's probably dead. Who knows? Second, however, do you guys remember Felix Blake? If you don't remember his name, you probably remember the actor who played him, Titus Welliver, who played James Savoy in Transformers: The Age of Extinction, and he was the character who was crippled by Deathlock in season 1, and then returned in season 3 to be revealed that he was the villain of the Watchdogs. And yeah, in season 4, when the Watchdogs returned, Felix Blake wasn't the leader of the group anymore. It was Anton Ivanov, the superior. And when I first saw it, I thought that he was like a second in command or something, but no, he was the leader now. Felix Blake was nowhere to be seen. I mean, in his last appearance, he was revealed to be in a wheelchair. He couldn't walk. He couldn't move almost a single muscle of his body, and then he just never came back. I mean, the real life explanation is that the actor was was being the main star of another show, and that he has been since the same year he was in season 3 for one episode. So yeah, that's the real life explanation, but the in universe explanation in the show was never explained. Like they never said that he died or that Ivanov took over because he couldn't do it anymore. No, there was no explanation whatsoever. Even Ivanov himself didn't say something like Blake was a weak leader. The Watchdogs needed a superior leader, so I gave them one and took Blake out of his misery. Vodka. If you get that reference, then congrats. I love you. So yeah, he never said something like that. He never said that he killed Blake and took over the Watchdogs as his own, something like that. No, just Blake just vanished out of nowhere. No longer a character. when, so yeah, that's the second cliffhanger that they didn't wrap up. And with the third one being one of the most famous ones of the show, do you guys remember Vijay Nadir from season 2? The brother of Senator Ellen Nadir, who's working with Watchdogs to take down S.H.I.E.L.D. or whatever, blah, 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 blah. You probably don't remember. So yeah, Vijay Nadir was an Inhuman who had powers similar to Yo-Yo's. He wasn't fast, but he had like very good reflexes. And yeah, by the end of the first episode that he by the end of the first and only episode he appeared in, he was shot by his sister for being an Inhuman, And then just like Donnie Gale, he fell into the ocean, and then but the interesting thing is that he went through Terrigenesis again, like inside the cocoon. And if you've seen Inhumans, which I have, tragically, the character Gorgon went through Terrigenesis twice, and then he went crazy, which really was really curious by what would happen to VJ Nadir. And he even appeared again in the framework pod of season 4 Agents of Hydra, but that wasn't the real VJ Nadir. It's just an unreal version from the framework. And yeah, that just kind of never happened again. Yeah, he never came back. That's, I mean, he didn't have a big role in the show or whatever, but I was kind of curious to what happened to him. What happens to an Inhuman when he goes through Terrigenesis twice? We've already seen in Inhumans, the show, that you go crazy, but that show is not even canon in my eyes because of how bad it is. It's the actual Marvel show that I really, really don't like. Yeah, it's like the show has a lot of problems with like the Flash, that the characters are so powerful that they shouldn't be in a TV show. No, it was a really bad idea. But that's not the only problem with that show, of course. So yeah, we already covered the first three, and now we go to the final cliffhanger that the show didn't wrap up, and that's the Confederacy. If you guys remember in season 5, with the father of Cassius, Targan, he was a member of the Confederacy, which Talbot, when he became Graviton, he took over. He became a member. And yeah, they just sort of, I mean, they came back in season 6. I mean, we didn't see them as much as we just saw their ship. And after they didn't get the gravitonium that they demanded, they got furious at S.H.I.E.L.D, so they wanted revenge. But then when the Chronicoms were revealed to be the bad guys now because of the destruction of Chronica 2, it was revealed that after Chronica 2 was destroyed by the Shrike, which has to do with season 6, S.H.I.E.L.D and all that, the Confederacy saw a chance to take over the planet's remains, but the Chronicoms had a lot of fleet, and then they fought the Confederacy and took over their ships. So yeah, with the attempted assault on Chronica 2, it was assumed that the Confederacy was probably dead, although they never say that directly. They said that they took over their ships, but they didn't say that the Confederacy was dead. If you look on Wikipedia anywhere and you look at the members of the Confederacy that are still alive, like Torian, you will see that their status is that they're still alive, or maybe unknown because their ships were taken over. Which I'm gonna get on that topic for the series that I will do eventually on rewriting Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So yeah, it was kind of weird. They were there. It was kind of like season 5 was originally intended to be the final season of the show, but when they were renewed, I was expecting for them to come back. I was really interested in their backstory, how the Confederacy was formed. But no, they were just. I feel like they would have been a much better. They would have been much better villains than the Chronicoms. Not that the Chronicoms are bad. It's just that the Confederacy was much more mysterious and interesting. So yeah, those are the 4 cliffhangers that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. didn't wrap up. Yeah, the first one is not really. Didn't really wrap it up. Donagill's probably dead. We don't know what the hell happened to Felix Blake and VJ Nadir, and we don't know whether the Confederacy is actually dead or not. We know that the Chronicoms beat them, but their status is unknown. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Blah blah blah. I'm going to be doing a lot of intros that are going to be references to other channels that I like I did with Charles the French and Key and Peele in the last video a few seconds ago. So yeah, back. It's good to be back. Peace out.